Hello guys, and welcome to V-Spot Feminine Wellness. My name is Crystal, and today we are going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, and that is Yoni Vaginal Steaming. Some people call it a hip bath, some people call it a V-steam, some people call it a sweet Yoni steam. It just really depends on where you are and who you are speaking with. But today I just want to give you some information. This is going to be like a little mini series where we discuss Yoni Vaginal Steaming and hopefully just start a conversation, maybe get a little forum going. I do want to tell you that this is I come from a genuine place, and that these are my opinions and my views. I ask that everyone who comes on is very respectful to me and the viewers. I also ask that you have an open mind. So with that, all that being said, and we took care of a little bit of housekeeping things, I want to tell you about my journey. So that's going to be part one, is my journey. So I started my cycle when I was about 16 years old, and it was consistent. You can count on it every single month from the time I was 16. And the only time I did not have a cycle was when I was pregnant. That was the only time I didn't have a cycle. So for 9 months, my cycle would go missing, and then it would come back with a vengeance. And during that time, I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 25. So at that age, I was no longer able to, once I had my last child, my doctor was looking at giving me a hysterectomy, because they did not want me to get pregnant again for the fear of me having my cancer coming back. But I could not take birth control. I tried the IUD, it fell out, and that's how I ended up with my third child. So there's the scene. So after dealing with my period for quite some time, and dealing with other feminine issues that many women go through, I honestly was kind of sort of desperate for some type of relief in some type of way. So let me just say this. I want to do like a little myth buster kind of theory type thing that I want to, that bothers me. And this is a question that I always ask women when I hand them my business card or I'm just speaking about it. I always say, you know, your doctor will have you believe that your vagina, and I said the word vagina, your lady parts, are a self-cleaning machine. They will have you believe that your vagina will heal itself. But they will tell you that, oh, you're not supposed to douche, because if you do, you're going to throw off your pH balance. And a lot of women don't. But when you go to the doctor, and I'm going to give you two examples. When you go to the doctor and you have symptoms of a yeast infection, most women have had a yeast infection. Some women only get them when they're pregnant, but at some point in your life, you probably have experienced a yeast infection. And when you go to your doctor does not say, well, you know what, patient, your vagina is going to heal itself. Just go home. Try not to scratch. If you have to, do so, you know, and you'll be okay in time. It'll just take care of itself. Once you have your cycle, it's going to clean all that out and you're going to be good. Or if you go to the doctor, and a lot of women have issues with their pH balance. If you're sexually active, a lot of times you can throw your pH balance off. That's one way to throw it off if you are sexually active. When you go to your doctor, oh, I have have an odor, or oh my God, you know, I don't feel comfortable down there, I have a discharge. Your doctor is not going to send you home and say, don't worry about it. You might have a scent, but your vagina is going to heal itself. No, no, and no. That is definitely not what's going to happen. They're going to give you a medication that you're going to have to be taking for about 7 days. And during those 7 days, you cannot enjoy life, because you can't have sex and you can't drink anything so much as a glass of wine for those days. So stop believing everything you hear and start doing your own research. Your vagina is far from its own self-cleaning machine. You need to aid it. And the same way you have a regimen for your skincare, your face, you should have a regimen for your vagina. And it's so low maintenance once you get it under control. It's so low maintenance. So back to me. I had my cycle from the time I was 16. It is generally about 8 days. It's 6.5 days really heavy, and it just kind of lingers on for those next few couple of days. And I stumbled upon steaming almost a year ago, and I was intrigued, so I ordered my own. I started steaming, and I instantly felt like I was just giving myself and my vagina a nice big hug. It just feels so good. The warmth, the steam just penetrates your lady parts, and you just feel really, really good. And it's really, really safe. So safe that I allow my 17 and my 12-year-old girls to steam. But I started steaming, and instantly, I was given enough to carry me for about 3 steams. And by the time my cycle came back around, I can honestly say that I wasn't experiencing heavy clotting. I wasn't experiencing the effects right before my period comes, the PMS. I wasn't cramping like I normally do. It was amazing. But I needed to know for myself that this thing works. So I went out and I was trained and learned all the different herbs, and I did everything I was supposed to do. And with all that being said, not only did I notice that once I started steaming that my period was shaved by like a day and a half, I also got the benefits of my pH balance being in a better place. I did not have to worry about my pH getting off and then me trying to figure out natural ways to get it. I knew that steaming would help me, and it has maintained that. But I wanted to know that, is this steaming or is this just my body changing? So what I did was I stopped steaming. I needed to know, is my period gonna come back with a vengeance or what's gonna happen? And sure enough, it did. When I stopped steaming, my cycle came back with a vengeance. I didn't really deal with the pH balance issue that I was having, but I could tell that there was a difference. And now I said, you know what? I'm going to continue steaming, and I'm going to let this be my regimen. And that's what I do. You only have to steam about twice a month. It's best to do 3, but twice a month is going to really, really keep you where you need to be. So twice a month, normally I do it right before my cycle, and then once my cycle is completely gone, I do it after to kind of clean me out. And it's just an amazing, amazing feeling. If you want to know more, please make sure to send me an email at vspotfw@gmail.com. You can find me and follow me on my social media, my Instagram, VSpot Feminine Wellness, as well as my Facebook, VSpot Feminine Wellness. Keep in mind, the information that you share, the questions that you ask will remain private. But I hope definitely that I'm able to help you on your journey. So please tune in next time when we discuss a little bit more. Maybe next time we'll do like women in fibroids or menopause. We'll just find something. I don't want to tell you exactly, kind of be a little surprise. But next week we'll talk about more. We'll go more in depth into Yoni Vaginal Steaming. Again, thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day, and always try to find a peaceful state of mind. Always love and treat people the way you want to be treated. Love you. Bye.